If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Patreon. If you want exclusive content, if you want behind the scenes footage, if you want your product or music on this show, the best way to do that is on Patreon. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, T.I. makes some insensitive comments about King Von's death, and Jeezy says that he wanted to go against Gucci Mane in the VERZUZ battle. Plus, Supreme, the name brand, sells for $2.1 billion. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, so as you know, last week, King Von got shot and killed in Atlanta, right? So King Von is not from Atlanta, though. He's from Chicago, and in Chicago, there's always like some shit going on, but in Atlanta, there's always some shit going on too, right? And the whole situation is that now we kind of know that it was like Quando Rondo's homeboy or somebody like that who allegedly, Little Tim, who allegedly shot King Von, right? So the whole situation is T.I. comes out, even though Quando Rondo is from Georgia. He's not from Atlanta, but he's like from the outskirts of Atlanta. Like he might be from Savannah or something like that, but he's close enough to Atlanta to be considered from Atlanta, right? Anyway, T.I. goes on Instagram and he's like, listen, Atlanta is a beautiful, progressive city filled with black excellence. We uplift each other and we win together. So stop coming here to kill each other. That shit is played out. Management, right? So it kind of seems like T.I. is saying that, you know what? He's blaming, King Von or, Quando Rondo or whoever for coming to his city and messing up his city, right? I didn't really know why T.I. said anything about this because it's a street shit. Plus, T.I. is not involved with King Von, Chicago, or anybody from Quando Rondo's clique. So why would he speak on it? Plus, he's a lot older than these dudes. So yeah, it's really layered, right? I don't really know why he would say anything on the street shit, right? But he did. So that's why I'm talking about it, right? Anyway, King Von's sister came out and said, wasn't it you out the other night with other bitches at Cooper Cove? I stay seeing you cheating. Mind your business, T.I., right? And then she comes back and she says, and these are all facts, but the energy he's always putting out in people's business, and he needs to do the same and take care of his daughter. Now, where's my brother 50 Cent at? Get his ass, right? Crazy as hell. So 50 Cent actually saw this and decided to speak on the whole situation and asked T.I. like, why the fuck you butting in people's business? So 50 Cent goes on his Instagram. He goes, hey, T.I., you gotta chill. You bugging for saying anything. They got casualties. This is real shit. Right, this is real street shit. Why are you talking about it? Anyway, they got casualties. This is real shit. I don't know what you was thinking, but rethink it now, 50 Cent says to T.I., right? They are hurting. They love that boy. He was the way out. I bet you didn't even realize they will kill you for what you just said, right? And that's all facts, right? And then he says, what hood are you from again? Come on now, it's quiet time, right? And then in the comments, of course, Funk Flex, who, sparked a beef with T.I. for no reason, Funk Flex puts the eye emojis and acts T.I. like, yup, I'm watching, I see what's going on, right? 600 Breezy responds to T.I., right? He puts out an old Gucci Mane song called What Kind of King? Because y'all know T.I. said he's the king of the South, right? So this song is like from 2009 or 2008, where Gucci Mane dissed T.I. in a song called What Kind of King? I Smell Pussy, right? So 600 Breezy puts that up and he's like, yo, somebody tell Tip I got a new 40 with a 30-round clip, right? Crazy as hell. Even a random fan responded to what T.I. said and was like, isn't Quando Rondo from Atlanta? And then T.I. says, you assuming I'm speaking on bruh. I ain't even named no name. So that's a reach, right? Now, T.I., look, you were backing out now because everybody's getting at you for saying anything at all, right? So then T.I. goes on his Instagram and he responds to all of this, right? He's like, yo, I don't speak ill of my allies. My last post had nothing to do with King Von. Y'all grossly mistaken. I have no motive or intention to do harm or malice to cats I am cool with. My family's hearts goes out to them, and I've expressed this to a number of people that are close to him and close to the situation. That's all I'm concerned with, right? And then in the caption, T.I. goes, but I know Instagram ain't the place for understanding and miserable people, so keep up with your shit. Be easy, right? Which is crazy as hell because, come on, T.I., we are not dumb. Everybody can see and know and understand and tell that you were talking directly about King Von and Quando Rondo. You saw what happened. Then you went on Instagram to be like, yo, stop destroying our city. Why are you coming to our city to kill each other? Just keep that shit in Chicago. That's really what he wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the whole situation is crazy. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
I'm gonna keep it you know what I'm saying? When I even got the call about Verse, I got a call from Swiss. I'm like, yo, Swiss, I really, you know, if I do it, there's only one person I do it with. And he was like, who? I was like, Gucci. Reach out to him. Let me know what's up.
Alright, yo, this is fire, right? Because Jeezy is about to drop like crazy, right? So later on this month, on the 20th, he's dropping his new album, The Recession Part 2, right? I mean, The Recession 1 was dope. He dropped that around 2008 when the whole, country was in a recession while Obama was president. And now he's dropping The Recession Part 2 now when a lot of people are broke now that Donald Trump is president. So that's kind of dope, right? But anyway, also the day right before he drops his album, he's doing a versus battle with T.I., right? So he did an interview on The Breakfast Club and he was kind of talking about the versus battle and everything, right? So he said that when Swiss Beats originally called him, that he said, yeah, I'll do the versus battle, but I want to do it with Gucci Mane, right? And this is crazy because, you know, Jeezy and Gucci Mane had beef since like 2005, right? Over a song called So Icy. Jeezy wanted it for his album, but originally it was Gucci Mane's song, right? So anyway, they got to, going at each other, and apparently, allegedly, Jeezy sent like one of his homies to Gucci Mane's house for whatever reason. Gucci Mane ended up killing this dude in self-defense at his own crib, so Gucci Mane didn't go to jail for it or nothing like that, and Jeezy and Gucci Mane had real street beef ever since that, right? The whole situation is that Jeezy seems like he's willing to squash all of that just to sit down with Gucci Mane and have a versus rap battle, right? He said, I'll do it for the culture, right? And actually, a lot of people who was in the hip-hop in the early 2000s, and especially a bunch of people from Atlanta that was coming up when Jeezy and Gucci Mane was coming up, know how important and significant it is for both of them to have a versus battle together. Yeah, T.I. and Jeezy will be cool, but Gucci Mane and Jeezy is what we really want to see, right? So Jeezy says that Gucci Mane respectfully declined, and that he was like, okay, fine, cool, I understand. But about 10 minutes after Gucci Mane respectfully declined, he looked on his phone and saw that T.I. called him out for a versus battle after, of course, Busta Rhymes turned T.I. down. So now it's going to be Jeezy versus T.I., right? A T.I. versus Busta Rhymes, I don't think that would be so interesting. A Jeezy versus Gucci Mane would have definitely been interesting, but the T.I. versus Jeezy should definitely be interesting too, and it's coming up in about 2 weeks. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Alright, so the owner of Supreme, James Jabia, actually just sold the whole company to a company called VF Corporations, right? And for y'all that don't know, VF Corporations, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They own Vans, they own JanSport, they own Timberland, they own Eastpak, they own a bunch of other clothing brands already, right? So for VF Corp to kind of bring Supreme into their fold or under their wing kind of makes sense, because a lot of the companies that VF Corp's owns are like exclusive kind of clothing brands, right? It is crazy because this dude, James Jabia, just sold Supreme for $2.1 billion, the whole entire thing, right? So then I started thinking, like, I hope these dudes don't make Supreme kind of corny now or make it like readily available to a bunch of people. But James Jabia and a lot of the senior leadership at Supreme are still going to be managing the company, right? So not only did they make $2.1 billion off of this, they're still going to be working at Supreme and continuing to make money. The only thing is that they don't own it anymore. Now VF Corp owns it, but it's still going to be ran under the same kind of mentality as it was before, because the heads and the owner of Supreme will still be there as management, right? Which is pretty dope, actually, and a huge money move. And this is what a lot of these companies do, right? I've seen a lot of other companies do it. The company that owns Rihanna's Fenty, they've done it. They keep bringing other companies under their wing. I mean, it's the American way. It's capitalism, right? But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.